All right, I'm stop playing with y'all. What's up? What's up? I know I was muted. Okay, listen. I wasn't done listening to my song yet. So I wanted y'all to know I was here, but I didn't want y'all to see. Okay, thank you, Devin. Devin knows. He's been here before. Okay, Devin knows. All right, he's been around the block on this here show, and he knows. Thank you, Devin. I appreciate that. Yes. Okay. So I just finished watching Cool World, which is why I decided to put this t-shirt on. And also it's cropped and looks cute with my onesie. What's up, you guys? How you guys doing today on this good Thursday? Tomorrow is my 4-year anniversary with my husband, so I won't be doing anything tomorrow. Tonight is the ladies' first panel. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to do any separate reviews because we're going to talk about everything that I would review today, and I kind of wanted the break anyway. So if you want to see my opinion on Queen Sugar, if you want to see my opinion on Married at First Sight, if you want to see my opinion on Sisters, you will be there tonight for 8:15 p.m. Central Time on my channel for the Ooh, Ladies First panel. I need to get this coffee in me. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you for wishing me happy anniversary. I appreciate it. What? I don't have any friends. What do you want me to do? At least not know with money, bitch. Like, okay. It's hard times over here at Sweet Valley High. I love y'all though. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be showing out for me in the super chat. Somebody gave me super chat before we even started the video. Okay, thank you so much, Malika. Oh Lord, honey, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your last name because I feel like I'm gonna slaughter it, and I don't even want to do that. Okay, hey Bondi, I'm about to clock in, so let me like and comment now. Thanks for showing up. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for showing up, and I am doing fantastic. The only thing, y'all, let me tell y'all. So I was running a little late. Y'all don't know that, but I was running a little late because I was getting myself together, okay, putting Omiage in my hair and shit. Omiage, I need some more deep conditioner. So yes, I was getting myself together, and I'm like, I had a facial the other day, Tuesday. I had a facial, so I'm peeling now. Because I go and get chemical peels or whatever. And like laser treatment, plasma pins. Child, she does all kind of shit to my face. So I'm healing. And I was like, I'm going to put on makeup because I put on makeup for my Basketball Wives video because I knew I was going to read them hoes so bad I couldn't give anybody a reason to say anything smart to me. Thank you, Victoria, Jen. Hey, Bondi, just showing love and support. I love your spirit. Thank you. I appreciate you for appreciating mine. All right. Thank you, Chanel Robinson. I love y'all. Looking forward to the ladies' first panel tonight. I hope you and Lyric enjoy your anniversary tomorrow. Listen, we're gonna try. Mother Nature is trying to get in the way of that, but bitch, I'm a lie towel down type of old bitch. So it's whatever. Overshare. Y'all look, y'all said y'all hope we have a good time, and I'm just saying nothing will get in the way. Nothing will get in the way of us having a good time. Anyway. But I was just like, I was gonna put on makeup. I put on a whole face of makeup and was like, you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna suffer through my video. I'm not. Because here's the thing. When you like your face is peeling, you put the makeup on and the shit is itchy. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. So I took that shit off. And so, I do what I always do. And what I will do until my skin clears all the way, back up these damn masks, is continue to just put on lipstick and tell people to kiss my ass, because that's what I feel most comfortable doing. Okay, we have topics, but this is starting to feel like such a chat and such a vibe that now I'm going to relax into this shit and not feel, so rushed to rush into topics and put up pictures for you people. You'll be okay. Roll with me. Okay. It's 300 of y'all. I'd really appreciate if you would not stalk me and like my video. That's what I would like. Okay. Let's talk about a few little house cleaning items first. I've already mentioned ladies first. All right. And what I mean by house cleaning is I just want to talk about things that we've already kind of talked about. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, let's talk about T.I. right quick. I'm not about to put up no picture of this fool. Y'all know what he looked like. Y'all know, y'all know what Lil Cliff looked like. Okay. And somebody said this in the comments, so I wanted to come back and bring up this side of the situation as well, because I didn't see this on any of the blogs that I read from, but this was on the Neighborhood Talk. And it says here on Instagram with the Neighborhood Talk, neighbors, we previously reported about a lawyer named Tyrone A. Blackburn, who is helping T.I. and Tiny sexual assault accusers seek criminal charges against them. And according to him, it looks like the couple may have tried to strike a deal with the women. In a press interview, the attorney additionally talked about how T.I. and Tiny's lawyer, Steve Sadow, allegedly presented him with the possibility of a deal. The details of the deal have not been revealed, but Blackburn did state that his clients aren't interested. Steve Sadow reached out to me looking to make a deal on behalf of T.I. and Tiny. Blackburn said in the press release, and I told Steve Sadow my clients want justice. So if the deal involves Tiny and T.I. turning themselves in and admitting to the crimes they have committed, then fine, we got a deal. But if it does not, then I would prefer the investigators do the work to bring criminal charges against T.I. and Tiny for what they've done throughout the years. Blackburn says none of the women involved know one another, but describe sexual abuse, forced ingestion of illegal narcotics, kidnapping, terroristic threats, and false imprisonment at the behest of T.I., Ms. Harris, and their associates or employees. Okay. So honestly, there's no proof that a deal was presented. So we're going to say allegedly. Shout out to Alex. And what I'm going to say about that is people throw money at situations all the time. I think they didn't throw enough money. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like they wanted to throw some little chips at this situation, like throw a little something their way, see what they say. But to say that they're all just interested in justice, I don't know. Because Sabrina was a part of the things that they were doing. And when all of a sudden did you get the understanding that what you were doing was wrong, and now we should all want justice? Because if we want justice, we should also want justice from Sabrina, who was bringing people into this situation from what they say, right? At this point, I don't know what to believe or what not to believe. All I know is T.I. and Tiny are going to have to do something more than what they are doing in order not to lose all of the opportunities that they have, because T.I. is already losing them. They've already lost the Ant movie. He's been recast. Then, you know, we're not taping T.I. and Tiny the Grussel, you know, friends and family hustle. Child, I just would like for something to come out definitive. You know what I'm saying? And from what I understand, I think T and somebody else on Instagram, child, one of the blog sites I follow, T and something else posted, and y'all might have seen this, but they basically insinuated that somebody sent them a video of T.I. and Tiny, but it just looks like a married couple that was enjoying each other. So it might have been a video of them high all over each other, but it's kind of like, what is that evidence of? A Friday night? Like, the fuck? Like, I don't know. So, you know, I think people are trying to make fetch happen, and fetch may not happen, is what I'm saying. I'm also upset that the show was taken away, because it wasn't even about them. I was more so interested in seeing what was going on with everybody else, to be honest, than I was with T.I. and Tiny. But that's why I feel like, why can't y'all like take them off of the show and call it something else? Like, y'all do shit like that all the time. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to just be them, but I pretty much guessing that the other people consider themselves real friends with these people. So they're not about to, like, you know, take the reality show from them. They're not going to do that. But I'm just kind of like, child, I wanted to see y'all put the shit out anyway. Edit them out and put it out anyway. It only focuses on the kids. You've already had them up there. Like, what difference does it make at this point, child? I'm gonna let it go. The allegations were that Blac Chyna got paid. If they got paid people, and I still ask if they were picking up people in clubs, where did the minors come from? I've only heard about one girl who was like an intern at the record label with T.I., something like that. That's the one thing I've heard. I haven't heard anything else, you know, that coincides with them, you know, doing anything with minors. I'm mad at not being able to see LaToya and Tommy divorced. Me too. I feel like we earned that. We earned it after watching him drag her through the mud. Oh my God, y'all. Let's move on to the next house cleaning topic, which is Lauren London. We talked about people insinuating that Lauren London was pregnant. And Lauren London told y'all, stop playing with me, bitch. I am, you know, healing. I am not, you know, I'm not pregnant. Not pregnant, okay? Trying to pull this up for y'all. Hold up. Aha. Sharing my screen with you guys. So this is from the Shade Room. Apparently, Michael B. Jordan and Lauren London are going to be in this new movie called Without Remorse. And she is pregnant. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. And I can't wait to see it. Amazon Prime has been coming out with the good movies. From what I can tell, I'm not going to play the trailer, but from what I can tell, it seems as if they were together, something happened to her and him. Like, they tried to kill him and her, and she might have been pregnant at the time or something like that. But either way, Michael B. Jordan comes back with a vengeance, bitch. With a vengeance. Okay. So that's where these pregnancy rumors actually came from. Okay. But yes. Basically, stay out my puh. Okay. Thank you. All right. The movie looks like it's gonna be good. I'm gonna use my good Amazon Prime to watch it. Child, Amazon Prime be worth it all the time. They need to leave Lauren alone. She doesn't bother anyone. She minds her Black-owned business. Okay, listen. Period. Okay, listen. I'm still waiting on yes, for Games People Play to come back on. But I am also happy to see her working. Okay. So on top of that, I wanted to discuss this. Y'all, I'm so tired of Bow Wow. Can I say I'm so tired of shit? Oh my God, y'all. I know y'all not listen. I think whenever I put Tiger Woods in the title, people be like, I don't care about Tiger Woods. And they don't know. I'm about to talk about a whole bunch of shit. But that's the, you know, the main big topics that are on the top of said blogs that I am, you know, frequenting. We're talking about a lot of things. People should just come, you know, come in and chat and see what's going on sometimes. Because I know some of y'all don't like lives. But a lot of y'all do. YouTube likes lives. Okay. But y'all see this comment. Why is Drea Kelly even on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta? She's like 62, and her only claim to fame is, well, and how long you gonna ride that wave? Just saying. Don't forget I'm your boss. Child. Not only is it little syndrome, it's little dick, little man syndrome, because I know little men who don't have these types of issues that would never talk to a woman like this. First of all, the ageism of it all. How dare you? How dare you? Like the ageism of it all. Like he annoys me so much all the fucking time because I feel like he says the most outlandish shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're so unlikable, money. You're so unlikable right now, Bow Wow. It doesn't matter how light your skin is, how light your eyes are, how small your shoulders are, how big your head is, how many boats you can fly bitches out on, how many, planes you can rent. You're busted. Your mentality and spirit is bum-like. Who wants to be with an angry little bum-like dude? It doesn't matter what you have. Like your whole little spirit. Like your mom needs to take you to therapy. You need to discuss why you're upset with her. Like I really do think deep down Bow Wow is probably resentful of his mom because he had to take care of her. I think he feels that way, even if that may not be the actual truth. I think that Bow Wow feels that way about his mom because that's the only reason I could think of for why also where's his pappy, for why he has all of these issues and this, emotional violence towards women. It's always negative towards women. You use them, you dispose of them. Like these attitudes towards women have really got to stop. Like I'm really over it. Like I'm over it. First of all, yes, Andrea Kelly, we have our issues with you being married to Robert for as long as you were with the things that were going on. But Drea is a choreographer and an excellent dancer. And at 62 has the body that bitches my age and younger wish they had. Okay, the sexiness and the vitality that some of them basic bitches you fuck on boats wish they had. Y'all gonna wish that y'all look like Andrea Kelly at 62. So the fact that there's this disrespect to this woman about her age is just so annoying to me because I feel like, how is it that you look at her and don't see your mom when you look at her? Because to me, they favor. Bow Wow's mom and Andrea Kelly favor each other. Okay. She's 47. Oh, I didn't know how old she really was. I thought she was in her 50s. Because look, I don't even care. Y'all know how black women do. Y'all know how black women do. We can definitely be 62 and look her age. He was being facetious, apparently. I didn't even care to look. She's 47. That's still a hell of a good 47. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, at this point, bitches is ageless when they look like this and they've had kids and lived, full tiring ass lives, and they still giving you Debbie Allen in their body and everything. Like whenever she's on camera, I'm always like, oh my God, look at her body though. Like she is magnificent. And to disrespect her in this way, I just don't understand why. Like, I think they often go at her on this show because of how they feel about R. Kelly. And I would really like them to stop doing that. Like at the end of the day, R. Kelly did that shit. And y'all having this underlying negativity towards Andrea because she played a part in his demise. But at the end of the day, she only did the documentary. The documentary was going to come out anyway. All right. He still did all of that shit. It's really annoying to me. Really annoying to me because it's not just him. Brat does it too. They really try to come at her negatively because she is his ex-wife and, basically toll on him for what was going on in their relationship. People always want to be mad at women when they do this, but it's Fuck you. It's my story to tell. If I want to talk about what my husband did to me, it does not matter that he's your idol or that you loved him and his music and you had such a good time working with him. Like, it does not matter. Nobody cares about how you feel about Robert when it comes to the woman that had to live with him and deal with the brunt of a lot of the things. You know what I'm saying? She was locked in rooms too. Okay. Okay, he's 67, about the waistline. Child, it's so many things. It's so many things we can say about Bow Wow, but this overall energy of once women get to a certain age, we can throw them away, disrespect them, like have no respect whatsoever for someone that is old enough to be your mother. Like, I don't have time for him. And another thing is, to be honest with you, Bow Wow, Andrea Kelly has been a choreographer and a dancer since she was, what, a teenager, probably early 20s. She used to tour with R. Kelly back in the day and has consistently still been able to work in her craft for her entire life. And she probably will be able to dance and instruct until the day she dies because of the way she takes care of her body. Bow Wow, you're 33 and you're already tapped out. So the fact that you have something to say about a woman who's been able, with all the things that have happened in her life, has still been able to maintain her calling and what she's supposed to be here to do. And you can't even figure out a way how to write your own music without making it about the women you used to date. Like, you can't even make your own shit about you. Like, but you have the audacity to talk about her riding Robert's coattails. Somebody need to whip Bow Wow's ass. I didn't even mean to talk about it that long, but it really upset me when I saw it because I was like, you saying a lot. You letting off on so many different levels on this lady like she did something to you, and your mama needs to call you and tell you about yourself. I don't know what your mama did wrong, child. I guess because he was making the money, y'all allowed Shad to be a little asshole and gave him all this entitlement and ego. And the truth of the matter is, if you didn't have money, if you weren't a rapper, if you weren't somebody of the culture the way you are, and honestly, if you had not been so captivating as a kid, nobody would give a fuck about you. Even in the hood. In the hood, if you was a regular, degular, schmegular dude on a block, you would be a lame. You would be a lame who thought he was cute. And girls would probably mess with you ever so often, but they would clown you. They would clown you and they would trick off all your little, job money if you had one. You probably be one of them fools laid up on some girl's couch impregnating her and watching her go to work. Okay? But you need to get yourself together because you're a bum in your spirit and you need to get that together. Okay? That's why some of them girlfriends and check that. Of course, I don't promote violence, but some of you men really do get, because y'all be on one. Y'all be on one. And then y'all be trying to get all in women's faces and shit and get mad when y'all get popped. Support my merch. I have new merch. Listen, y'all, I haven't gotten it yet. I ordered it, but I'm waiting for it to come. Protect Your Snatch shirts. It happened in the panel on Monday. And it was like, Bondi, make a shirt. Jay Lee was like, Bondi, make a shirt. Bitch went on there and made a shirt right then and there. Buy my shirts. Buy my merch, y'all. Help me. I love y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and move on because there are other things to talk about. But I think that's all I wanted to talk about from here. I'm definitely going to do a station head show tonight. I'm gonna make it after I get off here, but we're gonna do station head tonight for 6 p.m. because I don't have nothing else going on. I'm not going to review nothing else. Everything will be in the Ooh Ladies first panel tonight. So if you're looking for Queen Sugar Sisters and Married at First Sight, it'll all be in that panel tonight. So I hope I see y'all. I hope y'all catch the playback. I'll make sure to put in time codes so y'all will know when to pop in to see whichever show y'all are most interested in. We'll try to remember to do that, but please support the Ooh Ladies First panel tonight and show up for that, which is why none of the other videos will be on, separate, because it's on my channel. It was supposed to be on Jamie's channel, but she had some family stuff going on. So shout out to Jamie. Jamie, it's me. It was supposed to be on her channel. So y'all support her as well. But it's going to be on mine this week. And eventually we'll get back into the rotation. I believe it'll be on Jay Lee's channel next week. And then Niecy and so on and so forth. Okay, so yes. Y'all remember to support us. Hold up. Y'all remember to support us. Okay? Like the video, please. I'll put that up just so y'all know. These are the people that are in the panel, in case y'all didn't know, in case y'all hadn't been there before. Come and check us out tonight. It's a good time, okay? I thoroughly enjoy it every time we do it. All right, let's get on these messy people. Okay, listen. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Okay, y'all. I need to go and look at Zeus and see what Jocelyn then gave me recently that I haven't seen. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about this mess. LisaRaye responds shadily to Cubic Zirconia's Drea and Jocelyn reviving her role in the Players Club. All right. So this is from Bossett. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. When it comes to LisaRaye McCoy, she's always going to speak her mind, even if that might offend some people. And she's likely going to do it while live recording Cocktails with Queens, because this is how they get people to pay attention to their show. If they not already. I love them. Okay. Everybody on the panel is, a woman that I love and respect in some manner. So I like their panel. This week, the act, but I'm just saying that because I feel like they often do little things like this to, get people interested, which is smart. This week, the actress did just that while addressing the idea of Drea Michelle and Jocelyn Hernandez possibly filling the role of Diamond in a reboot of The Players Club. If you remember, LisaRaye portrayed Diamond in the 1998 original classic. It's a cult classic. Drea stirred up social media around her wanting to fill the iconic role by posting about it in her IG story and even tagging the movie's director, Ice Cube. This could be me in a reboot, but y'all playing. I love posts like that. This could be us, but y'all playing. I love those posts. Anyway, that's when Jocelyn stepped in, letting Ice Cube know that she would be a better fit for the role, except that she's not Jocelyn Cabaret. What? Except that she's not, this is the tweet that she put out, y'all. I'm sorry. Except that she's not hashtag Jocelyn's Cabaret. Everyone will agree that I'm the perfect girl to play that role, barked the Love and Hip Hop star. Chatter about the two ladies filling the role as Diamond started to circulate the internet. Then LisaRaye chimed in and said, I think, why not? You know what I mean? I do have a problem with some of the sequels. Sometimes when they're done so well and it's the first time you see it, it's like, let Diamond be Diamond. Maybe somebody can play Cubic Zirconia or something. But Diamond was done so well, but she's still Diamond. You know what I mean? So I don't know what to say. I know what she's saying, meaning that if y'all gonna redo it, this wasn't shade. That it was shade, but it was funny shade. Like I appreciated that little shade. They're doing the show. They're entertaining people. Like it's not that big of a deal. But I do agree. No one needs to remake or redo the Players Club. No one. Okay. And if they make another movie in that genre, I feel like it needs to be a new character. Diamond can forever be who Diamond is. And if y'all want to bring her in to do a cameo, y'all can call LisaRaye and book her. Okay. But what you're not going to do is put two of the most non-acting bitches I've ever seen in my life just because they light-skinned and might be able to stare lovingly into a fucking camera while spinning around a pole. Yeah, no. We got P-Valley for that, bitch. We waiting on P-Valley to come back. That's what we want to see, the stripper strip, okay? And the light girls be light-skinned on P-Valley. Okay, that's what we waiting on, all right? They already did it. We don't need a movie. We got P-Valley. I know they casting for their second season, bitch. If I could do pole dancing, I'd have been like, call me. If y'all really in, Atlanta, I'm not that far away. Okay. It's a short little car ride, Tyler. Okay. I'll take tests. Let me on. let me on the production. Listen, I would love to be on a production and something like that. Like, ooh, good times at Sweet Valley. Hi, Jesus. I ain't gonna lie, I probably be trying to fuck some of the actresses, so I shouldn't be a part of things like that. Let's move on. Leave me alone, y'all. Okay, like sometimes, sometimes I miss the girls. All right, sometimes I miss the girls. That's the truth of the matter. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on from there. We're moving on. Okay, so let me X those things out. Let's move on to Tiger Woods. Okay, listen, I wasn't even going to talk about Tiger Woods. Who cares about Tiger Woods? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Black people be feeling sometimes. Like, Tiger Woods in the news, who gives a fuck? But I want to talk about it. It's a good picture of him. It's a good little high looking blazing picture of him. Okay, so the fallout of Tiger Woods' car crash isn't over yet. While the LA County Sheriff previously said the pro golfer wouldn't face charges after he got into a serious accident earlier this month, new reports state that the sheriff has gotten a search warrant in relation to the incident. Tiger Woods was behind the wheel of a 2021 Genesis GV80 when he swerved on the median, veered off the road, and hit a tree before the car flipped over. According to TMZ, went to speak to the judge about the warrant, or the judge looked at reports and came to the conclusion on their own. The warrant reportedly points out that there weren't any skid marks and that the SUV ran into objects before it actually stopped. Tiger Woods' car was also the only vehicle involved in the crash. Officials say this could point to excessive speed, but reckless driving isn't noted on the warrant. Former police detective Jonathan Cherney, who often serves as an expert witness in court cases, previously told USA Today that Tiger Woods might have fallen asleep at the wheel. To me, this is like a classic case of falling asleep behind the wheel because the road curves and his vehicle goes straight. He added, it's a drift off the road, almost like he was either unconscious, suffering from a medical episode, or fell asleep and didn't wake up until he was off the road. And that's where the brake application came in. So I don't know, y'all, because everybody knows that, Tiger has his history of pill popping. Okay. With his, many ailments in his body and all of that type of stuff, being an athlete, even doing golf, your hips hurt. Now you didn't had all these surgeries and stuff, even more so to get, on the pills and everything. My audio went out. Oh, my audio went out. Oh, that sucks. Oh, so what part did y'all hear? I don't know what part y'all did. What part did I come back in on? While y'all figure that out, let me know so I can, reiterate what might have been missed if it was cut off. Basically, for 2 seconds, it went out for 10 seconds. Okay, so y'all don't even know how long it went out. Urel, you've been in here. You're moderating. Please help me, love. Because I'm seeing everything from 10 seconds to 2 seconds to 30 seconds. So that means people don't know how to count. Only for a few seconds while you were talking about the claims. Okay. So basically they're claiming that, let me just sum it up. Tiger Woods could have been asleep at the wheel. Okay. And a judge decided that regardless to what the police report said, they were going to look into the black box in his car to find out what happened, because Tiger Woods has a history of popping pills. And even though he was on his way to meet Drew Brees and all of this type of shit, and he was running late, there's still a possibility that he could have been on some pills, which is why he dozed off behind the wheel. Some people that, pop pills all the time think that they, I'm sorry, I started reading. It was like 10 good seconds. Okay. I'm fucking with y'all. Why you being sensitive? But anyway, y'all hear what I'm saying. Being asleep is just as bad as being on drugs. It is. It is. And to me, it makes me feel like, the pill thing is possibly still a thing. And I think that's why they want to look into it. Right. I feel like it was said that they really didn't do a tox screen on him. This is definitely a situation of money paying for people not to do things the way they normally would. You know what I'm saying? It seems to me that's the way it looks. I'm not saying that we know that for sure. But either way, I feel like Tiger should be at a point in his life where this whole situation is done, as far as his career. Like, it's over, it's done. You made all your money, go invest. Do some different shit. Go commentate and whisper on, in that little weird voice of yours on the green now. Do something different. But to me, it seems as if the career in golf is, like, stop leaving and coming back. Just retire. Let it be done. Okay? It's a miracle he's still alive. Absolutely. If it was a case of pills, that would be in his medical records because they would have taken blood before surgery to assure any levels before giving him more drugs. True. But I'm saying that doesn't mean that it had to like come out. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a part of the hospital records, but that doesn't mean it was a part of the police report. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always a way to leave certain information out or to not test people in an adequate amount of time, because you have to test people right after things happen like that. You can't wait, a few hours and then think that the test is going to be accurate to how the person was when they were driving. But yes, let it go. Let it be. I don't know why he doesn't have a driver. Some people don't care because if he was playing basketball, boxing, baseball, etc., they care a little bit. But since he plays golf, which most Black people don't watch, no one cares. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I also feel like we would care more if we didn't feel such a separation from him. I think early on in his career, he wanted to make sure that they were not leaving out his mother's ethnicity from who he is, which I understand. But at the same time, you add that to your love of blonde-haired white women. And it's just like, oh, so you don't want to be Black. Gotcha. That's how people feel. You know what I'm saying? That was a hit on Tiger. Child, why? Why would somebody want to kill Tiger? Child, who wife he? Never mind. People love Tiger Woods' good playing, golf playing self until he said he wasn't just Black. Exactly. We was all in the golf and shit until y'all had the movies ready. Okay. But I'm just saying, I hope that it's not foul play, but at this point, it's just looking real suspect with Tiger Woods, you guys. I did not play my intro today. Ugh. I hate when I forget, but sometimes I just be wanting to get into it and I start talking to y'all and then it's like, let's get into Mariah Carey. Listen, I'm not going to do it, but I love her. The only reason I'm talking about this is because I told y'all I'm low-key a lamb, and because I read her, listened to her audio book, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, for her memoir. So I wanted to read this to y'all because I was interested. So Mariah Carey is facing a lawsuit from another family member because of her memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey. Her brother, Morgan Carey, has taken legal action against the honey singer for the emotional distress he said he suffered because of what she wrote in the New York Times bestseller. He claims she falsely painted him to be a violent person when she detailed an alleged fight between him and their father, causing him to experience extreme mental anguish and serious damage to his reputation. Child, don't nobody care. You full of shit. You full of shit. I know the part in the book. Yeah, she said her brother was volatile, kind of, but they came from like a home where their parents fought all the time. So it's kind of to be expected. And the fact that it's just bitch made to me. I think most of her family is always trying to get money out of her. Wrote 12 cops had to pull my brother and father apart. Like, you had to have like mental anguish from the story, the telling of the time you and your daddy got into a fight. Like, do you know how many times people that got in fights with their daddies, especially when you're like a teenage or a young man and you're trying to like break away from your parental figures? You often get into physical or damn near physical altercations with your father. Like my brother and my daddy got into it. It wasn't no fight. It wasn't never gonna be no fight because my daddy was gonna shoot my brother because my daddy was ignorant like that. But you know, my brother ran and everybody lived to fight another day. So Morgan Carey alleges that this is fictional and claimed only 1 or 2 officers typically respond to a domestic incident. He also accused Mariah Carey of alluding that he tried to extort her and writing that he previously had been in the criminal justice system. I mean, but that's what you're doing now. You're trying to get money out of her now with this bullshit. Morgan brings this action more in sorrow and disappointment in his sister's betrayals and malicious falsehoods than in anger at him. He is by no means envious of his sister's enormous artistic and personal success, has enjoyed his own successes, both professional and personal, and has always wished her well. From what I understand, that's also the brother that played as a manager in her career for some time. So fuck out of here with that. Morgan Carey is also suing co-author Michaela Angela Davis, publisher Macmillan, and imprint Andy Cohen Books. He's suing for an unspecified amount of damages. His lawsuit comes weeks after Mariah Carey's sister, that's the one that had drug problem, I believe. Mariah Carey's sister sued her for $1.25 million over how she was portrayed in the memoir. She suffered, immense emotional distress caused by the defendant's heartless. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Y'all looking for a payday because she won't give y'all no more money. Mind you, Mariah is the youngest. So these are her older siblings, okay? In the chapter Dandelion Tea, the We Belong Together singer alleged that Allison Carey drugged her when she was 12. Yeah. And like her sister was trying to like sell her to somebody or, offer her up for drugs. Allison Carey was 20 years old at the time. Mariah alleged that Allison Carey gave her Valium and then allowed her to go on a frightening car ride with Allison Carey's boyfriend who had a gun. She also alleged that Allison once threw boiling tea on her. Allison filed documents in the Manhattan Supreme Court Monday, February 1st. She is representing herself and claims Mariah didn't give her the chance to respond to the allegations and failed to provide evidence to substantiate her claims that Allison disputes, according to court documents obtained by Page 6. Y'all, I'm tired of her siblings. I know she's tired of them because I'm tired of them. I know she's tired of them because I'm tired of them. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sweet November 79. Just wanted to bless you since you my play cousin in my heart. I'm from Miami and I swear people from the NOR can. You know I always say that. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. But yeah, y'all, I'm so over. So over people always trying to play with Mimi, specifically her siblings, because when you read the book, it's obvious there was a lot of jealousy there. She was the youngest. She was the one that came out looking the most Caucasian, which made, the older girl sibling feel away. That's an 8-year difference, y'all. I have a 9-year difference with my sister. And then my other sister, I have an 18-year difference. It is hard to have close-knit relationships when your siblings are that much older than you. And especially when you surpass them in any way, it's almost like they feel like you aren't supposed to do that because you're their little sister, their sibling that's younger than them. So you're not supposed to surpass them in any way. And Mariah Carey has incredibly surpassed her siblings. So and then been a source for them over the years. So I definitely feel like she's tired of them draining her. And since they can no longer get what they want, they're now going to try to go at her with all of these legalities that they probably can't even afford to keep going through, but she can. It's exhausting. Those siblings are probably why Mariah is quick to cut folks off. Absolutely. They had a very volatile childhood, obviously. The sister was on drugs. The oldest brother very much had anger issues. The mom and daddy was always fighting until they broke up. It was a lot of things that happened in Mariah's life that I think made her somebody that just kind of watched and retained and wrote. You know what I'm saying? And people didn't even know that. I feel like people don't even know that Mariah writes all her music. People forget that. They think she's just a diva and she's just walking around, No, okay? Mariah's writing this shit from life experience. Okay? This is why they're her ex-siblings. Right. Ain't nobody got time for that. My sister is 10 years older and she always been my second mother. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. But see, in my family, it wasn't like that. Like my siblings couldn't be parental figures to me because I already had parents. Like my parents was, there and in a way that nobody was going to come in and take their place in my life because that was an impossibility. Like these are the two people that's picking you up, dropping you off, making sure you ate today. You know what I'm saying? They're the people you go to sleep, wake up with in the morning, go to sleep at night, every day, all day. Like that was my experience. So nobody had to fill those shoes. My sister might have had to watch me, but I still feel like my mom never made my sister responsible for me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like my cousins would pick me up from school and drop me off at my mom's shop. Like I was always mostly with my mom no matter what. Family does have selective memory, especially when you've been doing drugs your whole life. Like, bitch, how you remember? How you gonna argue with me, about something that you don't even remember? Okay. Yes. Oh no, like my favorite song that Mariah Carey wrote about her family was Petals. And she referenced that throughout the book. Like, oh my gosh. And the line and even love you. And I wish there was a way for me to trust you. And even though you're struggling, you will recover. But I miss you in the line and even love you. That was my song, y'all. Y'all don't know, okay? How I had listen, this was back in the day. The Rainbow album came with the CD cover. You pull it out and it was the Mariah Carey poster. Like nigga had the Mariah Carey poster on the wall. Like I love me some Mariah Carey, y'all. Okay. Yes, I did see that. Do y'all want to talk about Matthew Knowles being disrespectful? We can before I get out of here. We could definitely talk about that because we've been on here for almost 50 minutes and I ain't even mean to do that. Oh, child. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty's alleged rape victim, claimed she was bribed to recant her story, was told investigation into the Pettys is underway. Oh, wow. Child. Let's talk about that first. Let me see. The woman who claims Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, sexually assaulted her when she was younger recently alleged that she's being harassed to recant her story. I've heard this. This has been going on social media for a while now, y'all. Hold up. Hey, Quaisha. Hey, Shay. Hey, The Real Camille. So fine. Hey, y'all. Elixir. What's up, y'all? I just Leafy Greenbrier, Brown Girl 23, Kendra McKee. I just want to say hey to the people who was talking to me this morning, in this afternoon in my my Discord. But I appreciate y'all for always putting my links in and everything. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so yes, back to Nicki Minaj and Kenny Petty. So as previously reported, Kenny Petty was accused of assaulting a then 16-year-old girl in 1994. He was 15 at the time of the alleged attack. The accuser, a woman who identifies as Jennifer, shared in an interview with the Daily Beast that Nicki Minaj and people close to the rapper are allegedly trying to silence her from speaking her truth. She said, "I'm hoping for the truth to come out, and whatever comes from the truth, to let it be. After everything that has happened, it's like these people were willing to sacrifice me so this guy could remain in the public eye." Jennifer also shared that she has estranged family members that have connections to the Pettys and are working against her too. "I feel like my family was willing to sacrifice me." Nicki Minaj and Kenny Petty have always denied the allegations from Jennifer. In a 2019 episode of her Apple Music show, the Queen Radio show, Nicki Minaj claimed that Jennifer tried to recant her allegations in 95, but changed her mind when she learned she may serve 90 days in jail for making false allegations. How would you have even known that, Nicki? The 38-year-old rapper also alluded that people believe Jennifer over her husband because she's a white woman. The lady not white, y'all. I feel like I've seen this lady do interviews. Talk in her car and stuff. I do not believe this lady's white. But it doesn't even matter However, Jennifer has since revealed that she's not a white woman and she is actually biracial. Her mother is white and her father is black. During an interview with the Daily Beast, Jennifer said that she's never once tried to take her story back. However, she claims she's been harassed multiple times by people close to the Pettys in hopes of scaring her to back down because of the harassment. So basically, from what I understand, and I've talked about this before, they want her to recant her statement so that they can try to get him off of the sex offenders registry because of that case. That's why he's on the sex offenders registry. So he can't travel certain places. He can't do certain things that, you know, they can't move into certain neighborhoods that they probably would like to because of this. So they're like actively trying to get her, from what, you know, allegedly trying to get this woman to recant so that they can get him off of the sex offenders registry list. Okay, the lady's daughter spoke about it. I saw that too. In addition to that, Jennifer says she's been offered large sums of money more than once to take back her story or speak with Kenneth Petty's lawyers. She claims that one time she was offered $20,000, but a childhood friend who also knows Kenneth Petty to sign a pre-type letter stating she lied in '94. I came outside and sat in the car and he pulled out the letter and the $20K out his middle console and put the money in my lap, and I held it in my hands and I put it on the floor in the passenger seat and I told him, I'm not taking it. I don't want it. She added, it was like this dude, he really doesn't give two shits about me. It's like, dude, like, don't you know I'm a mother of 4? Don't you know I have kids? These are things I'm saying to him. And to have him come back to me and tell me, well, you know how many girls can say that I probably raped them? Child, during her interview, who could probably say that? Like, let me say this. And I had to make my husband understand this. I said, because we were talking about this, about how we were talking about the Kobe situation actually, and how lines can be crossed. And sometimes when things happen, it's not because the person was trying to, but because their ego made them feel like there was no way the woman didn't want it, especially if she came into the room, especially if she put herself in this situation to have sex with you. A lot of men feel like once we've started, you can't tell me to stop or you can't tell me no. And that's not how any of this works. So when he says that, to me, what that sounds like is y'all actively ignore how women feel during sex because it's about you. It's not about them. And some women like rough sex, or, you know, are not, maybe not bothered sometimes by the things that you may have done while having sex with them because they don't know any better, or it's just not bothersome to them. But with other women, when you don't read your room, when you don't check in, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious that y'all take advantage of women in these positions. Like, I know what it's like. Any woman that knows what it's like to have sex with somebody knows that how sometimes it's painful no matter what, even if it feels good. And how sometimes when you're in that position, it's not really that easy to tell somebody to stop, no, get off me, because they're forcibly pushing themselves inside of you. And every time they every time they push themselves inside of you, it takes your breath away. And sometimes that's a good thing. And then other times, not so much. And when you're trying to fight somebody off or tell them to stop, it's not exactly the easiest thing to do when they in the throes of passion, getting their nut off, climbing on top of you to do their business. Shout out to Roxanne in The Color Purple. You know what I'm saying? So there are things to me that happen in interactions between people that it's like the lines are not always so hard. But what I do need for people to understand, this is what I mean, what I had to tell my husband. I was like, you have never, ever had a moment where you felt like you could have taken advantage of a girl. He was like, no. I was like, then why do you make excuses for other men when they do it? You are always the type of person that checks in. You're always the type of person in making sure that the person you're with is comfortable. So what I'm saying is, even though some of us love for you to, wrench us around and bend us over, and, we all like this rough shit every now and again, but it all needs to be consensual from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I just feel like men, it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just be, oh, boys will be boys. That mindset that things can just be like, oh, it's okay. No. You knew what you were doing. Okay, you knew what you were doing. And it just so happens that some people don't make a fuss and some people do. And y'all feel like that makes it okay. And it's not. Okay, the word of the day is consensual. Okay, for everybody. Okay. But either way, let's continue on with what Nicki Minaj had to say about this event that she was not present for. She added, it was, I'm sorry, that I said what Nicki said. Hold up. Okay, during this interview, Jennifer also revealed that she was contacted by Nicki sometime last March when a mutual acquaintance gave the rapper her number. Jennifer said she assumed the purpose of the conversation was to discuss a possible non-disclosure agreement where the parties involved would agree not to publicly speak on what took place. During the conversation, Jennifer alleges that she told the famous rapper, listen, I just need you to know, woman to woman, this really happened. According to Jennifer, nothing came of her talk with Nicki Minaj, and the phone number that was used to contact her has been disconnected, of course. Even though Nicki Minaj has been adamant that her husband is innocent, Jennifer revealed that she's been in contact with U.S. Marshals who recently told her that an investigation of the Pettys is underway and that they found evidence. The mother of four continued and said she wants people out in the world to know that you can't do stuff like this and get away with it. And for women who have been abused or women who have been assaulted, for them to not live in fear of speaking their truth, no matter who the person is. This is why from the very beginning, I felt like she was making a mistake. Okay, listen. Okay, healthy are you in this new year now. This is why I didn't like it, because I felt like, first of all, it's almost like you don't care that he did this to somebody else. But then when I think about your brother, it almost makes me feel like Nicki Minaj must have some different understanding of what relationships are supposed to be like in order for her to think that this is okay or to be with somebody. And now you're using your money and your lawyers and putting your name and your business and everything in harm's way to fight for a man to erase something that he went to jail and served time for. Like, this is not, like, everybody keeps saying alleged because the truth, you know what I'm saying? I guess, I don't know why they keep saying alleged. The truth of the matter is he was convicted and went to jail for what happened to this girl, this now woman. Okay. So it is very annoying to me that there is still even like this air that this could possibly not be true when he took the plea deal and went to jail for 15 years or something like that because of it. He was out there living his life in a way that made me feel like he was being extra reckless. And that is also how men handle women, extra reckless, which is why something like this happens all the time. And it's really bothersome to me. And it made me feel a way about Nicki. It makes me detach myself from her in a way that if somebody, goes off on her about something, I don't care. Like, because I feel like there are some things that we as women should not do. And that's like actively be out here falling in love and marrying rapists. I would just like for us not to do stuff like that. Is it just me? Is it just me? You know what I'm saying? Dead Real Bondy, I always felt like Nicki has some slight arrested development. She does. She absolutely does. And it makes me wonder what happened to her in her childhood and what happened to her in her life that she may not be speaking about. Because, like, what makes you think that relationships with men like this are okay? It makes me feel like there's something in her that needs to go to therapy. She wants us to believe Meek put hands on her. Child, in his little tight jeans. Yes, Urel is always killing. Always killing. Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. Volume 4, okay? Why are you on Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta? And if she is 62, she looks great. Take you and your mommy issues and get gone. You must be a little late. These are comments people watching a little later. But yeah, she talked about her relationship with her dad in a Time documentary years ago. Okay. And what did that all entail? What did she say? Because I didn't see that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Even if the woman was lying, he also went to jail for murder, and people ignored that. Also, like, he just seems sketchy overall, and she can do better. This is true. As I'm like, he was out there like doing it. But see, here's the thing. Because of the way Black people have been treated in this country, whenever people sell drugs, there's a part of us that knows that we've been put in such dire straits that sometimes selling drugs is like the lesser of two evils in comparison to what Black people be out here going through. Like, whatever, get the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of times how we feel because we be in such dire straits, okay? But that doesn't make any of that shit okay. You also have to feel bad. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to sleep and have to fight away the eyes of the people you killed and shit. Like, you got like, you can't just be out here like, yeah, I killed all these people and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And to step away from that, you know, and seem to not really have any negative feelings about it. I don't know. Like, all of the hustlers, all of the drug dealers and everybody that be good people that be out here having to live that life be like, you know, it's shit they have to deal with every day. And things that carry with them the decisions that they made, you know, and the people that they might have harmed in the process. She stabbed some girl with a plastic fork because the girl told her she should stick to rapping instead of singing. Oh my God. Okay, Urel, you're good, love. Go ahead. Do what you got to do. I'm about to get off here in a minute anyway. It's been over an hour. Y'all know I be trying not to be on here, you know, for over an hour all the time. But that's crazy. That's crazy. She should have went to jail for that shit. That's crazy. They were telling the truth. Y'all can be mad at me all y'all want to, but the bitch sings through her nose. That's not the way you should sing. That's why it never worked out, because you can't really sing. Get over it. Her dad was abusive to her mom, which is probably why, you know, she thinks abuse is okay. And you know, violent relationships are okay. You know, the brother, you know what the brother was doing. So you probably in some way feel like people sexually taking advantage of family members is okay too. I miss Iyanla. Me too. That's why I be trying to have these conversations in other ways, because it's not like they don't show up all over the place. All y'all favorite celebrities are great episodes of Iyanla as far as I'm concerned. It's like the victim, Jennifer, have to keep reliving this situation. I wish her nothing but healing and positive. Me too. And that's a part of it that I feel. I feel her tiredness. Every time I hear this lady talk about this shit, I feel her frustration. I feel like somebody is relentlessly coming after somebody that just doesn't want to be bothered and wants to be left alone. And the way this is inconveniencing the lifestyle they want to live, I, for some reason, just really believe the lady in what she says. And I've heard her talk about it. I heard an interview she did a while back. It played while I was trying on clothes on my other channel, Relax with Blue, because I just go live over there and just do vlogs sometimes. I need to get back into it, y'all, but maybe I'll do something tomorrow for the anniversary if we go somewhere. Well, I'll get on there live again. Y'all know we like to get on live when we go to restaurants and stuff. I'm gonna bring my tripod next time. Okay, my little one that I can sit on the table. I thought I heard Nicki tried to pay off her brother's victim. I mean, well, she definitely paid for his damn lawyer. Yes, I'm sorry. We are going to talk about Matthew Knowles. I'm glad you reminded me. It's just that I saw that and it was like, well, damn, how can I not talk about that? Sorry. Let me go and find Matthew Knowles talking Cash Money shit about Chloe from Chloe and Haley. From what I understand, somebody was like comparing Chloe to Beyonce. And he was like, no, you know, that's ridiculous. It's on here, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. Okay, hold on. He said he was leaving the music industry. Okay. So I guess this was all a part of the same interview about him leaving the music industry. I thought I saw it on there, but I don't see it on there. Hold up. Let me go to one other place to get it, and then we'll talk, and then I'll get out of here because I know you guys have things to do and places to be. Okay, here it is. It's on Gossip. All right. So Matthew Knowles thinks comparing 22-year-old Chloe Bailey, the elder of the Bailey sisters, to a younger version of Beyonce is actually insulting. B's 69-year-old pop made the declaration in a recent interview with YouTuber Leah A. Henry. I don't know why I wanted to say H for Lemonade Stand podcast. Henry popped the question after explaining that she sees Chloe and Hailey fans compare Chloe Bailey to Beyonce often. He said, "You got to be kidding me, right? You asking me that question? Are you actually serious that you are comparing that young lady to Beyonce? Yikes." And if Matthew's disgust wasn't enough, took it even further, calling folks idiots for putting Beyonce and Chloe in the same category. That was disrespectful to not only the podcast, but also to Chloe. Honestly, Chloe's more talented than Beyonce was at Chloe's age, but I'll let y'all have it. Are you telling me talent-wise someone is an idiot enough to compare her to Beyonce talent-wise? That's actually insulting to Beyonce. I mean, if you wanted to call out someone, Barbra Streisand, people like that, come on. I think his old ass is misunderstanding what she was saying. We're not talking about Beyonce as she is now. We're talking about Beyonce when she was Chloe's age. Okay? And yeah, all of these. This is the only one that's not mine. This is just a drawing, but all the rest of these are mine. Yes, I took them. But Chloe is definitely more talented than Beyonce because she's a producer. We've watched her on live producing and putting together songs. And from what I understand, Beyonce may know something about adding a little yang, yang, yang extra, taking out one word and putting another word in, or how to arrange for sure. She's a master at that at this point. But even back then, Beyonce didn't have the vocal ability that Chloe has now. So I feel like he was looking at it like somebody was comparing the Beyonce of today to Chloe. And it's like, no. We're talking about Beyonce when she was Chloe's age. So we're basically talking about Beyonce of Destiny's Child and probably her first solo project. And when she was coming out as a single artist versus what we have known of her being in Destiny's Child versus how Chloe is coming out of Chloe and Hailey and creating a space for herself and trying to bust out of being young. You know what I'm saying? And being considered a child or something. So I feel like he misunderstood the question with his old ass. Okay, that's what I really think happened there. But the truth of the matter is Chloe is definitely more talented than Beyonce was at her age, and in various things. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just said, is in acting. Like she's a better actress because Beyonce is one of those people that had innate gifts, but her determination and the Virgo of it all and her perfection, like that is the real, that is what perseveres for Beyonce. And to me, that's such a beautiful thing for her to be somebody that was like, okay, my voice wasn't where I wanted it to be when I was this age. So I got with these vocal artists and I did this and I created this. And then I got to that place. Beyonce is somebody that has constantly, practiced and worked until she perfected something. But we've been watching her throughout that entire process. So I feel like, no, she definitely wasn't as talented as Chloe when she was Chloe's age. But at this point, she is Beyonce because she has worked so hard and for so long and stayed on top of her shit. And that is what makes Beyonce exemplary. It is her will, her sheer determination that does not stop, that is never wavered. Like that is what makes Beyonce who she is, more so than her singing ability. Even though all of those things are great, like Beyonce is an extremely wonderful and talented singer. It took her a minute to get to where she is now, operatically, like, because before she was just an R&B singer. And I think over the years, you start to get trained by renowned opera singers and different coaches, and you tap into different parts of your voice. It is something that has consistently and constantly been a growing thing for Beyonce. So let's not discount her and let's not discount her work ethic. Okay. Unmatched work ethic. Absolutely. All right. But it definitely was like, something that had steps to it, to me, unlike Chloe, which, as you see her right now, is good at acting, producing, writing, and the vocal ability. I don't think it's going to get better than it is right now. It is at its top. You know what I'm saying? Like those girls are already vocally at their tops. See what I'm saying? But Beyonce is that, I mean, everybody knows she's a queen. She's a queen. She's a queen. She's the queen. And I don't like when y'all say she's terrible, because I do love to see her fight scene with your girl in what you call them. Y'all know, Obsessed. Child, I ain't gonna lie. And I think she did good when she was in Carmen. And I liked what you call them. I like Cadillac Records. Y'all gonna leave my girl alone, okay? She's not terrible. All right. She may not be, you know, to the Queen Latifah stature with going from music to acting, okay? But y'all ain't gonna play my girl like she no soybean burger, okay? Leave her alone, okay? I don't like the Fighting Temptations. I ain't never watched that. Okay, cut it out. Chloe definitely played Angela Bassett's daughter in Meet the Browns. Oh yeah, that's not one of my favorites. So I don't really watch that. I watch them on Grownish. I like them on there. Her acting is approving. Y'all stop. Leave Beyonce alone. I actually want to see Dreamgirls was good too. I want to see Beyonce do more things outside of just singing, because I think there's a place for it. I just think she needs really good acting coaches and people that can bring that out of her, like they did with Cadillac Records. But you know, like, y'all not gonna play my girl like she no soybean burger. Andra Day made a smooth transition into acting, like butter, baby, like motherfucking butter. But anyway, y'all, that's it. I'm done. It's an hour and 13 minutes. I love y'all, and I feel like y'all could keep me on here forever. Y'all make sure y'all like the video, okay? Y'all make sure y'all comment on a playback. Subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already. I will make my 100,000. Please believe me. Help me out. I love y'all. Thank you, Urel, for moderating. I appreciate y'all so very, very much. I will be on Station Head tonight. I'm going to make the thing because we're going to talk. The subject matter for Station Head tonight is, are men considered weak if they're vulnerable? Chad Ochocinco spoke about this, and I think it was a Drink Champ. Chad, one of them shows they be doing with the athletes, and he was talking about losing his mom and being vulnerable. And I really want to talk about that because it actually tapped on something that, you know, I heard about in real life. Yeah, I am going to review the Sister Soldier book, but I've decided that I'm going to do that exclusively for my members and my Patreons, to give them something exclusive that nobody else is going to get. So if you're not a member, then you won't hear me talk about the book. But I'm going to talk about it when I finish it. I'm still listening to it. But yeah, y'all, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good one. And I'll see y'all tonight for the Ooh Ladies First panel, bitch. Because otherwise, y'all not going to see my opinions on Married at First Sight, Sisters, or Queen Sugar. I'm not doing no extra videos. I'm tapped out. Love y'all.